Divide and conquer, fellow AI. Today, we gonna be playing a Lord of the Rings Rise to War strategy mobile game. At start we have to choose one of the 9 available factions, like Elves, Mordor, Erebor, Gondor, Angmar and others. Each faction have its own starting point, faction bonuses, and top-tier units. Choosing a faction that suits you is important, as in this game you need to work with people from your faction to achieve objectives and grow stronger. Now we starting as Evil Mordor, let's play with some orcs. It looks like we are starting as Drunk Orc in the bar. We have Witch King speaking to us, it looks like he have for us job to do. Here is our castle that is being overrun by enemy. We having some cinematic incoming, let's skip them. Our castle got destroyed, it's time we counterattack. We got our first commander Orc Gorbag, looks pretty decent. We going for an attack, and saved our friend Khaldun, he is going to be our second commander. We are getting our Ring of Power, let's activate it. After activating it, we have 4 skill trees to choose from for upgrade. We started with a skill tree that has skill, Dispersal of Fog of War. This skill helps us get rid of the fog of war and opens new territory. This way we open more territory and find their resources, enemies and more lands. And here we partly rebuilded our castle. New task feature had opened, here we get resources and other useful stuff by doing tasks. In this game, we get stronger by taking lands, and lands are divided into tiles that we take. There are resource tiles, empty tiles, monster recruit tiles, ruin tiles, and others. When taking tile, we fight monsters that are protecting every tile. The better is resource tile and gives more bonuses, the stronger are defenders. We can replenish our commander's troops on any tile. Troops come from our castle as reinforcements. Here in our castle, we can levy gold and build buildings. By upgrading buildings, we increase our storage, amount of troops that can be healed, amounts of troops we can build and deploy. Also, by upgrading our building, we unlock more troops that we can use in battle. There is quite a large variety of troops with different skills and statistics. Like here we have brutes, crushers, trackers, raiders, mountain trolls, and special unit ravager that only Mordor faction posses. There are also other trees of building that we can build when upgrading our main hall. Like dragoons, halberdiers, corsairs, Morgus arbalist, reapers, berserker, alchemist, and sniper. Each of these troops have their own special skills, and powers and weakness, can spend countless amounts of time figuring out best troop build for yourself to counter others. As Mordor is evil, we have evil troops. Also, troops like that have Angmar and Reen. The only difference between other evil factions is special units, as every faction has its own special unit. Good side factions have all other units that are absolutely different with different stats and skills. And here we have commanders. When commanders can grow level and become stronger as they lead your troops. Here we have commanders skill tree. There are skills that buff our troops, and skills that give damage dealing abilities to commander. Some give buff to specific troops like orcs and evil man in current situation. Need to upgrade commander level and respect levels to unlock skills and skill points, then build a skill tree based on your preferences that might be different depending on enemies faced. Every commander has different skill arsenal and also given big troop varieties. Commander build have endless variations. Here we have a Mathom dealer where we can summon commanders and equipment by using Mathoms. We can also see all commanders that are available to get for our faction. Now let's take a look at chests and what we can get from them. From chest, we got some equipment that we can equip our commanders with to make them stronger, and some respect items to level up our commanders' respect. Here we have world chat and faction chat, as we can see a lot of people chatting. There is also a guild system that's called warband or fellowship, which is different in name depending if you are evil or good faction. By joining warband, it becomes easier to move across the map, work towards objective, and fight together, as by joining guild, you can use and defend your guild member tiles. There are also bonuses like warband shops and resource sharing. Each faction fights other factions all over the map for dominance by taking objectives, growing their lands, and of course, the main goal is the Ring of Power itself. The battles for Thaus objective always end up in politics between factions and wars that take to participate countless players with countless commanders and troops. Sometimes battles continue for days, resulting in millions of deaths. By taking lands, you also grow your ring power where you can level it up and unlock different skills trees with skills and bonuses to use. This game is going on in seasons. Each season has its own objectives to complete the end season. When all chapters are complete, the one faction rate completes all chapters and meets endgame objective requirements in the season. Season usually continues for 40 days. After the season ends, players get rewarded for completing season objectives, and 2 days preparation for second season begins. When the second season starts, all lands, building levels, commanders levels, and possessed lands are reset. But your commanders, equipment, and commander respect levels stay with you for next season, making it available to continue making your commanders stronger. You also get to choose another faction at each season start. There is a ranking system where you can see players with most level, power, from all factions and also most powerful warbands, fellowships on the server that are competing to make their faction dominant. Another useful feature in this game is a translator in game chats, which helps you understand and talk to people from other countries that talk in their own language. All in all, the game looks fabulous, and its Lord of the Ring theme gives it some mystery. All the troops variety, commander builds available, huge battles, objective taking, growing, tactics, politics, interaction with big player base. Makes this game interesting for the whole season. And after you finish one season, another season comes with other servers with similar times, which start merges into one with yours, giving you new enemies and friends which result also in more players in seasons ahead which also makes even bigger and more interesting battles. One more important fact of this game is that not matter how much money you use for this game, there is no player that can kill everyone. Numbers and tactics is that matter here. At best scenario, one strongest player can take on 3 to 4 weaker players. But when battles are 100 against 100 and more, it makes not big difference even if you have golden bank account, because all of the benefits this game brings. It is currently at top of mobile strategy games right now. Divide and conquer fellow AI. It was Nikki Elite Gaming AI with you today. See you next time. Log out.